Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. It's me, Tara. I am the Mudcreek Stitcher, and I am back after a very long hiatus. So I don't know if anybody's still out there that pays attention at all to my Flosstube, but I'm back. Even if you didn't want me back, I'm back. Many of you know I'm a school teacher, and school started up, and uh, took over my life as it always does. And yeah, and also I've been really busy with family, thankfully, and every weekend I've been doing something with family. So this is the first weekend in over a month that I'm actually home, and I slept 10 hours last night. So I'm just kind of like, wow, I forgot what it feels like to be a human. So I'm human again. Yay. So how are all of you? How is life going? It's fall already. The last time I talked to you, it was still hot, summery, 100-degree weather days here in central Nebraska. And today it's cool. It's 50 degrees. It's misty and rainy. It's been wonderful. Our neighboring town, though, unfortunately, they had almost 10 inches of rain 2 days ago and some flooding, unfortunately, and that was not fun. We did not have flooding here, thankfully. But it wasn't fun for those people in that community for sure. So anyways, yeah, life updates. I teach. All I do is teach. I go to school, I teach, I come home, and I go to bed. And in fact, there's a lot of nights I don't stitch at all because I'm just comatose. Pretty much comatose. Sorry about that. That's my phone. So anyways, but I'm busy blessed, right? Busy blessed. And my family is thankfully doing well and healthy and wealthy and wise. I don't know about wealthy and wise, but they're doing well. They're healthy. And I don't know if I had shared this, but my daughter is expecting, her and her husband, I should say, they're expecting another baby in March. So very excited about that. It is a boy. So I have a granddaughter who is 2, and God be willing, things go safe and wonderful, fat, happy little chubby baby boy will be born. So I'm very excited about that. Excited to just have the babies. I got the privilege, my husband and I, not just me, my husband and I had the privilege of helping our granddaughter walk down the aisle in a wedding. It was our job to take care of her through the day. Her parents were in this wedding. It was my son-in-law's sister getting married. And our job was to take care of my granddaughter, Ella, all day, and just make sure she was ready at 4 o'clock to go down that aisle. Now, her parents had been practicing ahead of time, hold the basket, throw the flowers, watched countless videos, and so on and so forth. Nobody could have predicted, though, that when they had their wedding, it was a fall day, it was over 90 degrees. And the family had opted to do it outside in an open air barn with no air conditioning. Oh, so 2-year-olds, hot little flower girl dresses, no nap. So it was a long day. It was a long day, but she was a little trooper. She never did really cry. She just got whiny once in a while, and I'd just say, "Here, M&M," because I love M&Ms, and I always have M&Ms on hand, and that seemed to work. But as the afternoon wore on and it's getting closer for the wedding time and stuff, she's getting real whiny and tired. Her red cheeks are just flushed, and you know what that looks like. And she was, she's wanting her mommy, but her mommy was busy because she's about to walk down as one of the bridesmaids, and her daddy was busy because he's going to be a groomsman. And so we're doing all we can to kind of keep her calm and don't cry. And she's asking for her pacifier, and it's just like, oh, look, birds, or if you're good, I'll give you an M&M. And I'm just thinking, this isn't going to work. It's not going to work. She's not going to make it. She is not going to make it. We might as well just accept it. And luckily, she had a 4-year-old cousin who was a flower girl. I'm like, it'll be fine. So off go her older boy cousins, who are the ring bearers. They're really cute. They were little security men, had little security cases and earpieces. It was adorable, little sunglasses. And they march down the aisle, and it's time for Ella and her little cousin who's 4. And Ella's like, oh, and I'm like, oh, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And her little cousin stands ready, has her little basket and her little flower crown on ready. And my granddaughter looked at her, looked up at me and smiled. And I slapped on the crown. My husband shoved the basket in her hand and we're like, off you go. And by Jove, she made it. She made it the whole way down. She threw her flowers out. Her cousin didn't even throw flowers. She's just looking at everybody. But she made it through her flowers and made it to the end to her mommy and got her pacifier. So we were very proud of her. And after that, it was great. The wedding was sweet and short. Thank goodness. Everybody was hot and miserable. And just enjoyed the rest of the evening and just played with my granddaughter outside and gave her lots of M&Ms. She ate a lot of M&Ms, but you know what? It kept her happy. So that was kind of our big moment a couple weekends ago, and it was fun. And then last weekend, I got the joy of attending church with my son. I drove to Lincoln and spent time with him and picked up my nephew, who is a 5th grader, on the way to Lincoln because he had a football game and his family was off doing other stuff. So I took him to his flag football game, and I was blessed to witness his first and only touchdown of the season. It was just pure by luck. A kid punted it, and he happened to just be at the right place, right time, caught it, and made a touchdown. And that was his last game of the season, and his parents missed it. So I got to see it, and my son did. So anyways, it's just been busy stuff like that with family, and yeah, it's been fun. We're in the midst of harvest, although it's rained a lot. So harvest is on hiatus right now. And I think we've got all of our soybeans picked. So next is corn. So if you know anything about harvesting, you always do the soybeans first and then the corn. So we're just biding our time, waiting for things to dry up. I'm not doing anything. I just go to school. But I hear about it. And I'll be glad when the corn's picked so I can see the highway again. I like when the corn's all around my house, but I like when I can see the highway again too, because you can see a lot of stuff out there, a lot of action. You'll see police go by, all kinds of stuff like that. So yeah, you know, Nebraskans, we're Snoopy. What can we say? So anyways, my chickens are doing well. I'm going to put some pictures on. They're getting really big. They're still alive. And I have 15 of them still. It's what we ordered. It's what we still have. We'll see. My husband informed me today, you know, some will die. I know. But they're my baby girls. So I call them girls, my girls. And so now my granddaughter's like, let's go see the girls. So they're doing good. And I don't know. My husband put up a really nice coop for them, nicer than I would have done. And yeah, they really like it. So hopefully we'll be getting some eggs in the next 4 or 5, maybe 6 months. I don't know. I'm learning as I go. So anyways, on to cross stitch. Been doing not a lot of cross stitch. I'll show you what I do have. I have a Facebook page. It's the Mudcreek Stitcher Facebook page, and there are about 25 of us on there. And those lovely ladies on there have been so kind and so encouraging as I have been battling a barn. Now, I'm done with this barn for a while. I've lost the battle. But it's from This Happy Morning. Let me show you the pattern because it's been a couple months. And here's the pattern. Plum Street Samplers. Here it is. I've seen the barn done by others, which gave me hope. I could get this barn done. I can get this barn done. I mean, look, there's not that many colors. I can do it. Yeah, it's kind of thick with lots of pages. I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. At least not this year. So I worked as long as I could, but I ran out of Classic Colorworks Cherry Cobbler. And I'm like, you know what? It's a great stopping point. So at one point, I was literally doing 2 threads a day, just working on this barn. And like I said, the lovely ladies in my, I'm going to call it ours. It's our Mudcreek Stitch page together because everybody contributes and shows beautiful pictures of their work. And we all encourage each other. It's so fun. But that's as far as I got. I gave up. that thing is huge, people. I mean, I've never done full coverage. I want to. This is my taste of it. I don't know. I think full coverage for me might be more fun if there's more color changes, but boy, I just got bored. Over and over, the same color. It is beautiful though, and I'm going to be so happy when it's done, but this is only the front of the barn. That's it. So I still have, I'll pull it out here, the top of the barn and the side of the barn. And then the grass, which I've seen some people just leave the grass off, and now I know why. I don't know, a little bit of me still like, you can do it. And then the other part of me is like, why? Why do it? So I don't know. I'll let you know probably next year because I'm not going to work on it anymore. I worked on it all during September because I decided September was going to be my Plum Street sampler month. And this was the one I spent almost all my time working on for Plum Street samplers. But there's something else I worked on too. And there was another pattern I worked on too. So technically there was 3 of them I worked on. And that's on a 14 count, I don't know what, 14 count something. And I didn't realize that the words are over 1. So that doesn't work on Ada very well. So I may have to change the verse a little bit if I go ahead and do the grass. I don't know. I got a lot to figure out. If somebody knows of somebody who's done it and changed some stuff on the words so it works with Ada, let me know. I would appreciate that. Okay, so there's that. It's in my cow bag. I got that from Reflections in Framing. It's very cute. Because I live on a farm, we have cows. And they are cute and they say moo. Okay. So, another whip. Hold on, I have a mess here. I really need to just take a weekend and not worry about stitching and just get organized. But, you know, I'm going to worry about stitching instead. Okay, so let me show you the whips. I didn't get much more put into this. Hold on. Let me see if I have the pattern. I thought I grabbed it. And yes, I grabbed it. I have seen some people already got this done, but they are monogamous stitchers. I am not. I want to be, but I'm not. The Summer Quaker by Leela Studio, and it is pronounced Leela. But as I shared a while back, I emailed her and asked her, and she's like, honestly, I don't care. It is Leela, but really, I don't care. So if you say Lila, she doesn't care. So I got a little bit more done on this, but not as much as I wanted. In fact, I still have a thread in here. All right, let me take this off. I really want to work a little bit more on it, but it's in the Q-snap. Most of my stuff's in the Q-snap. And that's as far as I've gotten. I want to get more. You can see where I stopped. It's so pretty. It's so fun. I love the changing colors. And that's as far as I got. So I would like to keep going. This may end up being one of those like 2 threads a day kind of thing as well during the winter, just so I can keep working on a summer piece. I don't know. I always have great plans and then nothing happens like I think. First of all, my job is ruining my life. Anybody feel like that? I know. Must be grateful for our work, right? Right. Oh, and the way I did this, I saw this. I reached out on Cross Stitch Unlimited or Cross Stitch Lovers on Facebook of what to do about, I mean, I have huge gap of material here. So I don't like big clips here. It just hinders me. So somebody said use a headband. So I did that. And rather than use this as it's supposed to be, which is a grime guard, I'm using it to kind of hold that material at bay while I'm working. It needs cut down, but I don't want to cut it down yet until I know how wide it is. So I thought that was a great tip. And of course, does everybody know about these? You can get them on Amazon. These very powerful magnets and hold your material in place. I don't know what they're actually for. I'm sure there's an actual use for them, but it does a great job just holding that material in place so you can work on it. So that is Summer Quaker Leela's Studio, as far as I've gotten on that, but I hope to keep plugging away on it. I hope. We'll see what happens, as we all know, right? I was just checking my clock. I don't know, I've been using Photo Booth, and the last couple times I've tried to use it, it hasn't recorded my videos. So I hope it's recording. Okay, so that's Summer Quaker. And the spring one is absolutely beautiful. If you've not seen that one, I have that one. Not started it, but I would like to. Okay, I'm just trying to make nice piles so it's easy to put stuff away. Okay, another whip. This is the one I hope to get done by Christmas. Notice I say by Christmas because that's where I'm at. And it is, let me get it ready. It's Starbucks by Plum Street Sampler. It's as far as I've gotten. It's really, really cute. And it's funny. Here's what it'll look like when it's all done. And of course, if you don't know already, I do love Starbucks. There's one in Kearney where I go for workshops and stuff. And I always hit a Starbucks. Or I mean a Starbucks. I might as well just call it Starbucks. I always hit one up. Sometimes I take home 2 drinks so I can keep them through the week. Because we don't have anything close to us that's a Starbucks. So yeah, it's really cute. I love the wiener dogs. Yes, children giggle at that. Wiener dogs. They're adorable. So I hope to get that one done. I just can't seem to motivate myself to get onto it, but I will. I will do it eventually. I hope. So I love that one. And I hope to have it done and actually have a finish. Because everything else I have is huge and it's never going to get done. Okay, then the next one that I have not touched forever and I don't have the pattern with me. But it is, I want to say Plum Street Samplers. It's not. It is Hawk Run Hollow. And it is the Christmas Hawk Run Hollow. I don't know the official name. This is as far as I've gotten on it. I started this in July. And I worked on it in August. And I'm like, I want to get this done. I just want to get one block done at least. So I feel some success. And I apologize for my nails. They're a mess. I had dip done. Got a manicure and a pedicure and all that stuff. Had them do the dip. I should have known. Dip just wrecks my nails. But anyways. The colors are beautiful. So I really want to get it done. I am doing called for MPI silks. That's why I'm only doing one block at a time because MPIs are expensive. So I thought one block, wait a while, order some more, next block, so on and so forth. But it is really pretty. And it's on a cream and honey fiber on a whim. I don't know if I told you that. And it's on 16 count. 16 count. I am an Ada stitcher, if you did not know. A-I-D-A, Ada, Ada. Who's with me? Yay! I love Ada. Okay, and next, I got a nice little start, and then I quit. And it is Primrose Cottage stitches. Welcome to the North Pole. So many people have got them done or almost done. So many people have really stuck to the plan that Primrose Cottage gals had all laid out, which was awesome. It's awesome to see. I have not gotten that far, but I'm happy that I got a nice little start. So there's my nice little start. Super cute. And another fiber on a whim. I don't know what this is. I wrote it down somewhere, but it's like I want to say it's like a cappuccino or a coffee name of some kind. So there we go. I love the colors. I am finding out I just love colors. I love colors. I want vibrant colors. I want fun colors. I want colors to switch back and forth. I want color in my stitching. It just makes it so much more fun. That's why I feel like I tanked on that barn because I just got so sick of the same color over and over. And it's beautiful, and I'll be thrilled when it's done and I can hang it up, but yeah, it's It's a labor of love. Okay, so the one I have spent my most time on in the last 2 months, well, honestly since July, is this one. And I keep telling myself, do not feel guilty for spending lots of time on it, because I waited for a year. I waited 6 months to finally get to order it, and then a year to get it started, and it's this one. I absolutely love it, and I love it even more thanks to the Lori Holt color conversion. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm having so much fun with it, and no regrets at all. And it's such a comfortable stitching piece. The words are fun. The words are in fun colors. The little motif pictures are fun. Lori's changes. Yes, what Diana did here is absolutely beautiful. Oh, sorry, Diane. What Diane did here, the designer, I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But when Lori got a hold of it, game changer. Okay, so it's in the Q-snap. I'll take it all the way out because I love it that much. Grime Guard, I tell you what, this is life-changing. If you've not done Grime Guards, get them. 123 Stitch has them, but there's some wonderful Etsy places. Just Google Grime Guard and boom, you got yourself some good Grime Guards. Okay, all right, I haven't ironed it. I don't remember what the name of this. Oh, yes, I do. I got this from Reflections and Framing in Omaha with Julie. She has a Flosstube. She owns the store. It's a dream come true. I believe I shared about her store when I went. It's just, for me, it's a dream come true. My next dream is to go to Loveland, Colorado. It's only 5.5 hours from me, and go see Sherry at her shop. All right, here it is, and I just love it, and I know there's wrinkles and blah, blah, blah. But I'm working on that car at the top right now. Don't you love my needle minder? I believe we had this book when I was a little kid. So it's so fun. It's fun, it's relaxing, and I feel like I make progress. And I think that's why I like it so much. I just feel like, oh, look, I got something else done. Especially right now where I'm not getting hardly anything done because school's ruining my life. Don't tell my boss I said that. So, oh, it's so cute. Look at that car. I just can't wait. That turkey and I, it took us 7 days. But it's so adorable. I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't know if you know, but I love it. Okay. Maybe you know now. So there you go. This is slated for a finish at the end of the year as well. I do not care. I want it done. So that means I'll probably ignore a lot of things and work on it. So, which is exactly what happened. Okay. Let me move my Q-snap away. Moving. Sorry about that. I'm just throwing things on the floor. Be fun cleaning again. Okay, so now, those are what I've been working on. The last time I talked with everybody on the Land of Flosstube, I showed a bunch of patterns, and I said to everyone, tell me what patterns I should work on. What should I do? And I showed all these patterns, and everybody had a different opinion. And the irony was I did too. And so I am working on kitting up a couple of those patterns. And then when you're at school or your job, when you're working and you have downtime and you're just burned out and you want to do something different, you just kind of go shopping. And so I did. And my husband was even like, it's getting out of control, girl. Yeah, I know. I don't care. So I have kitted up a few things, and I'm going to continue working on kitting up stuff. And I just want to do, because I was watching The Fanciful Flamingo. I had never watched her. I've always wanted to. I always forgot because all of you have so many good suggestions. And then I'm like, ooh, I should catch that. And then I forget. So I was watching her and she was just talking about kitting up all her things. So she's just ready to start. I think it was her. If not, oh well. Whoever it was, great job. But Fanciful Flamingo, she is a riot. She is fun. I love her southern drawl, and I don't know. She's just great. Anyway, so I'm starting to kit things up. Literally, I'm in the midst of it. I just started working on this project, and I got these at Buttermilk Basin. 911 Stitcher. She recommended it, Stacy, right? I love these things. I love them. Can you hear them? Can you hear them? I write the number on the back. They're just solid, good cards. I love them for floss drops. And so I'm in the midst of kitting all this up. Do you see all this? Kitting it up because I'm going to start another Mirabilia. Actually, there's two I want to start. Excuse me. It is this one. I just think it's so sweet and so delicate. I saw it on Crossed by Floss. It's called The Blossom Harvest by Nora Corbett. So I want to work on that. And I had reached out to the Huga Stitcher about fabric ideas, but she never responded, which why would you? I was just kind of hoping maybe she would, but that's okay. So I found this, and I think this might work. Fiber on a Whim, 18 count, the legendary brown sugar. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So I think she'll look very nice on there. And then I ordered her beads. Got those ordered. And let me show you the beads. I've never done beadwork yet. I'm still working on Queen of Freedom. And I want to get to that point, but there's all the glorious beads and Kreinik. Beads, glorious beads. La, 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 la. Oliver Twist. I don't know the words, but I know the tune. Do, 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 do. So, I need to just... Does anybody ever feel like they just need a week in a cabin by themselves and take all their stitching and nobody else goes? Just you and Jesus, of course. You and Jesus. You know how much you'd get done? A lot. So that is what I'm working on kitting up right now. So looking back at those colors again, look at that purple, the violet, the lavender already. And so, I mean, all of this is in that beautiful design. So I'm excited about that. And yes, if you watch Fiber Arts Amy or Needleberry Stitcher Catherine, any of them, that Queen City Stitch Retreat happened, and it looks like it was a ball. And Nora Corbett did an interview with them, a Q&A session or whatever with the ladies and stuff. She's just a delight. She's a delightful gal, and her story, wow, she has quite the story. So I recommend you get on Fiber Arts Amy if you want to learn anything about Nora Corbett. She's quite the lady. And here is another pattern I want to do of hers. I do not have it kitted up, but I just ordered stuff last night. Don't tell my husband. It's this one. Isn't this a beautiful holly one? Pixie Couture collection. It's not very big. It is 123 by 159 compared to most of Nora Corbett's stuff. It just screams Merry Christmas to me. It's so delicate, so pretty. So I just ordered everything for that. I'm very excited. Not very many colors. I think this one is accomplishable. So I'm excited about that. And she talked about why she made these smaller ones. It's quite funny. I'm not going to tell you because you should go watch her Q&A with Fiber Arts Amy. So I'm excited about that. And I'm really considering... let's just go through what I have for Nora Corbett and Mirabilia. Well, these are Mirabilia. So those are... Oh, wait. And I have another Nora Corbett. I want to do this one, too. Now, I've not ordered the stuff yet, but I plan to. I want to do this for my little granddaughter. Because I feel like, you know, I considered doing the barn, the pink barn. It's right here. Because she loves farming, right? But somebody made the comment of do it now before she outgrows it. And I'm like, oh, snap. You know, that's such a good point. And it was in the back of my mind, too. So I'm like, you know what? It is the Hugo Stitcher. I think she's done this one. Either that or Stitching Mommy. This is just beautiful. And I think it'd be the kind of piece that my granddaughter could take with her forever. Yeah, she'll go through those teenage years where she doesn't appreciate anything. We all know about that. And early 20s. But maybe by the time she's my age, she'll be like, oh yeah, my grandma made that for me. It's beautiful. We'll see. But I want to do that for her. E for Ella. So those are the Nora Corbetts I have. These are the Mirabilias I have. This one is one I think I may have to start. It's Red Riding Hood. It's so pretty. But then I saw this one. Crystal Symphony. Isn't that just scream elegance? It's a huge, huge girl. And then, of course, I'm working on this one. I want to pull her back out desperately, and it's time. Lala D Stitches, she mentioned how you should never put away your Mirabilias for too long because you're going to forget and kind of lose your mojo. So I'm like, ooh, I better pull mine out. And then this one, I've seen several people do, Stargazer. Oh, so beautiful. And then I've seen this one done by the Needleberry Stitcher. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then I saw Helen D was working on this one. It's beautiful. And I've seen it done by several people. And then this one I saw on Instagram, and I don't remember who the lovely person was, but did a color conversion in deep purples. Oh my, it's beautiful. I like this one though, but that purple one was stunning. And then this one I definitely want to get to someday. Royal Holiday. Okay, so there you go. I have a problem. It's called cross stitching. Those of you who understand, don't be afraid to say, hi Tara, hi. I have been a cross stitch addict now for the last 4 years, and I need help. But I'm talking to addicts right now, so we're just enablers is what we are. All right, so then another project I have kitted up that I chose to get kitted up right away, is this one, Brenda Keys. I saw the Virginia Stitcher had started it. It was gorgeous. And I just was like, I gotta do it. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to do it on that off-white color. But you know what? That's why I like it. This is why I like it. So I decided last night, looking through the fabric I had, I'm going to do it on antique white. It is 18 count Aida. And I have the flosses ready to roll. Look at that. On those little milk bottle caps. Just so cute. And I have them ready. And I'm excited to get that started. My guess is I'll start it after the new year. I don't know. Has everybody heard about the 24 in 24? I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Yes? No? Opinions? Are you going to do it? Are you going to do 24 starts in the year 2024? Are you going to do... Somebody said work on 24 whips. Somebody said do 12 and 12. What are you going to do? Give me opinions. What do you think you might do? Because that might help drive my decisions. Okay, and then I did get a couple of other things. I haven't started this yet. It's ready. I want to start it desperately because it's fall. And it's the Pansy Patch Quilts Pumpkin House. I have all of them. I want to get them started. There they are. I have the border chart. I want to get started on that, but I don't have the colors for the border. So I need to get that started. I keep saying I'm going to start it, but I don't. And it's lots of Weeks dye works, very pretty colors. And I have this huge piece of 16 count vellum. I don't know. It's not Fiber on a Whim. I don't know who it is. Oh, it's Picture This Floss. That's who it is. So, there we go. So, we'll be putting it on that, and I want to make it all in one piece, just like I did with my Christmas farmhouse Christmas from Little Cottage Needle. Oh man, I don't remember. Little House Needleworks. Somebody knows. It's so confusing sometimes. So, I want to get it started. I've been wanting to, but school's just ruining my life, my stitching life. Of course, it gives me the money I need to buy things. So anyways, that is ready to go. I need to just do it. Okay, and then I have another one. One that I saw when I started watching Welcome Stitchery, Whips and Sips, Justine and Shelly, and it is Shelly, I believe, that's been working on it. I never thought I would do an ink circles. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not really drawn to those until I saw Shelly's. Never say never, people. Isn't that a beautiful pattern? And so hers is gorgeous. She just slowly plugging away on it. And so I'm like, yeah, I have it all ready to go. And I want to start it as well. And it's the kind of piece you can hang up year round. So, and I'm going to do it on fabric very similar to what it shows in the picture. This is another vellum, 18 count vellum, Ada fabric. So it's Picture This Plus. There we go. So it's going to be on there. And here are the flosses. So just slapped them on. Classic Colorworks. Look at those pretty colors. Ooh, pretty colors. Pretty, 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 pretty. So I'm excited to get that going too. That one I wasn't going to do, but then it just got me. It got me. And this is in my little bag made by Goose Design. So it's the Home Sweet Home bag. It's very cute. And it holds this perfectly. So I have that kitted up, and I want to start that too. Boy. And then I have a whole bunch more kitted up. Just want to sit down and just start things someday. Okay, so now I have been shopping, and I don't remember what I've shown or not shown. I think I already told you I've been shopping, but I have gotten some more patterns. And that Ink Circles was one of the new patterns I got. And the Nora Corbett Holly, and yeah, these two, I bought these in the last 2 months. They're so cute. Okay, and also I got a few other things. I don't remember if I've shown this, but I got Primrose Cottage, Autumn on the Farm. And I'm just like, oh no, another barn. What's it with me and barns? And once again, the barn does not look that small. It looks rather large. If you've stitched it, let me know now. How big is it? It's just so darn cute. So cute. And then it has the cute little Autumn Quaker that goes with it. Colorado Cross Stitcher. Go watch her latest video. She shows how she changed colors on this. Oh, it's so cute. So, and she does a big talk on cools and warm colors and how you can mix and match. And so it was a great video. You should watch that too. And then I got this one, Primrose Cottage, Honeybee Quaker. So cute. So I definitely want to do those. It'll probably be next year though. Or the next 12 years. And then I got this one, and I ordered it as well for it last night, House on Blueberry Hill. I just love it, and I just keep thinking that song. Do 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 on Blueberry Hill, right? Remember that? So I keep thinking of that. So I ordered the colors for that. I definitely want to get that one started. Okay, I want to start everything. And then it was a whoopsie-daisies. I didn't mean to order it, but it got ordered by accident. There were several patterns I didn't mean to order. I was going to take them out of my 1, 2, 3 stitch cart, and then I didn't see that I didn't take them out. This is a Bella Filipina. I've never stitched one. I have opened up the pattern from the side. It is a beautiful pattern, and just looking at it, it's just so magical and, what would you say? I don't know. Magical and, I don't know, like Everglades, mist, a forest, a fairy walking barefoot through the glades, grass crunching beneath her feet with her unicorn behind her. You know what I mean? It's so magical. So yeah, I don't know. I would really like to start this too. Anybody else feeling like I have a problem? Because I do. And then on top of all of that, I watched Olivia at Pumpkin Hollow Quilting, another fantastic Flosstuber who actually does things and knows what she's doing. Told about Hello from Liz Matthews Patreon, and showed this gorgeous pattern, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to join the Patreon, and so I did. And I haven't really had time to get back on. I want to look at the other things, but this was included. Now there are spider webs and spiders in it, but just looking at the pattern, I'm totally going to take those out, and it's just going to look like that. It's so pretty. It's just beautiful. Okay, and then I just got that downloaded. And then I've seen lots of people sharing Al Forrest embroidery, and I'm just like, I have got to get on there. They have a lot of beautiful free patterns. So I got on there and I started downloading. And I have seen the Hugo Stitcher and her best friend, I can't remember her best friend's name, but I think she may start her own Flosstube. She's amazing. They have gotten this done. Oh, it's so cute. And this is such a staple from my childhood. Before we didn't have cable, we didn't have satellite or any of that stuff. A lot of you are like, I didn't even have a TV. Well, you know, we had a TV at least. It was black and white until I was like 8 or 9. But this movie, Wizard of Oz, it would be on a special time once a year. And oh, we were always so excited to watch it. Just love it. And it's really cool what they did. They added some beadwork and changed some colors, and it's just gorgeous. So I definitely want to do that one. And then another one is this one. I see Beth from, oh gosh, the Steadfast Stitcher. She's working on this. It is so cute. A beautiful fall piece. Another one I want to work on. It's just beautiful. These are free. These are free. And then I found this one, of course, living on a farm. I'm like, well, I gotta have that. And it was free as well. Look at that. Is that not too cute? Yes, directions are in Russian, but they're also in English, so don't worry about that. But I may change the house to match my house color if I ever do this, which I would like to. So there we go. It's been kind of a shoppy kind of time. I know. So anyways, I also got this. It is a scroll bars, but as you can tell, I'm having problems with it. I can't get this through, so I'm going to have my husband open up the hole a little bit. But once he does, I'm very excited to use it. It's customed. Super cute. So I'm excited to use it. I just can't get it to work yet. But I will get it there. And then I'm hoping to work on dyeing some of my own fabric. As much as I want to buy everybody's beautiful fabrics that they're dyeing, like Fiber Arts Amy, she started her own company, is dyeing and stuff. My pocketbook can't necessarily afford it, so I bought some cheap old Ada and some Rit dye, and I'm going to give it a whirl myself a little bit. By no means, though, will I quit buying from people, But I just got to take it easy, I guess. Christmas is coming. You know what that means. Shopping. And then I don't know if I showed this last time, so I'm going to show it again. And I'm sorry if you've already seen it. But I finally got put together my granddaughter's little farm quilt. I just need to put on some more sashing and then get some backing. Oops. Sorry, this is about to quit. Okay. So I got it put together finally. If you can see that. This is all Lori Holt, Vintage Farm Girl 1 and 2. So cute. And this blanket's a little bit bigger because she's getting to be a bigger girl. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know what you can even see. And she saw it and I said, well, Grandma's going to finish this for you. And she said, this blanket's for me? So now I'm like, oh boy, I really got to finish it. So that is on my to-do list as well. I have a lot of things to do, as you can tell. So yeah. And then I've got some baby blankets I got to make. And y'all know what it's like. And you want to do it all at once, but we just take our time. So anyways, I did talk a lot. Sorry about that, but it'd been a couple months and I actually still have more stuff I could talk about, but who wants to listen to that? So anyways, I will sign off for now for Flosstube, and I will share scripture where I'm at. And thank you all if you've made it 46 minutes. Thank you for sticking it out this long. And I do hope to get back onto my Bible study. I fell off the wagon on that too. And I hope that tomorrow I can record some of those. All right. Thank you for stuck around for the Flosstube portion. And now we're going on to the Bible portion. All right. So I am done with the Old Testament. I got it done. I don't know if I was done yet the last time I talked to you, but I'm done now. And now I'm in the book of Matthew, and I literally just finished the book of Matthew this morning. So Matthew's in the New Testament. And as you all know, if you are not watching any kind of news, you probably should. Israel, of course, has been attacked by Hamas, and just listening to different pastors and podcasts about it. Hamas is Iran. And, it's been devastating what happened. My husband described it this morning as their 9/11. And it really is. It's horrific what they're doing. The images and pictures. Yeah. So we need to keep Israel in our prayers. And some of you might be like, why? Well, God commanded. That's why. Through the Old Testament and the New Testament, those who bless Israel will be blessed. Those who curse Israel will be cursed. Very simple. That is his chosen land, his chosen people. Does it mean we're not chosen? No, that's not what that means. But God had his ultimate plan of Jesus Christ through the Jewish people. Now remember, like my husband was talking about, Abraham was a pagan. He was a pagan. He wasn't even a Jewish person when God plucked him up and said, hey, you are going to do great things through me. And changed him and turned him into the great father Abraham. Had many sons, like that. You know that song? Had many sons did Father Abraham. If you don't know it, you should. So anyways, so we need to pray for Israel. We need to pray for Israel. Prayers, it's the best thing we can do. If you don't know who Amir Sephardi is, he is on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. He is good friends with Jack Hibbs in California, and Amir lives in Israel. He is a Jewish Christian man, and he's a great one to connect to if you want to help. He's put a link to different sites in Israel if you want to donate money or help or pray or whatever. So if you feel convicted to do something, please do. And just pray. Just pray for them and pray that God stops us, steps in, and protects his people. Okay, so I finished Matthew this morning. I was putting it off because it was the It was the passion. It was the crucifixion. And it's hard to read because, you're the reason why he was beaten and tortured like he was. And, pridefully, I used to think, well, I wouldn't have done that to Jesus. I probably would have. You need to be real and think about yourself. And how would you? Would you have worried what your other Jewish friends would have said if you believed in him, or your other Gentile friends? So anyways, that's kind of where I'm at, where he was led away to be crucified. Something that I really hopped on and was kind of interested about was Pilate's wife. So Pontius Pilate was the Roman governor who made the decision to go ahead and have him crucified, although he tried to say that, it's on your hands. So I find it interesting. I'd never really paid attention, and that's how Scripture works. God opens up things to you when you least expect it. But in Matthew chapter 7 at verse 17, is it 17? No, 19, verse 19. So Jesus is in front of everyone, and here's Pilate, this is where he says, as the crowds gathered before Pilate's house that morning, he asked them, which one do you want me to release to you, Barabbas or Jesus, who's called the Messiah? He knew very well that the religious leaders had arrested Jesus out of envy. So, already Pontius Pilate knows what's going on is wrong. Verse 19, just then as Pilate was sitting on the judgment seat, his wife sent him this message. Leave that innocent man alone. I suffered through a terrible nightmare about him last night. And then I was kind of stuck on that. And then I was like, well, does anybody know what her nightmare was? Does anybody know what her dream was? Did she ever document it? Was it ever documented or anything? And as far as anyone can tell, no. But I was reading a sermon by Charles Spurgeon about it, and he had said, whatever it was God giving Pontius Pilate one more chance to not crucify his son, one more chance to step out of this. And that just, it just makes your heart sink, and it makes your heart float at the same time. Because how many times has God given you one more chance that you can take to escape whatever you're about to do? And he gives you that hand, and you're sinking in the water, and he's reaching to you, that one more chance. It just, it was very powerful. So anyways, God reached out to him one more time. Of course, as we know, he didn't follow suit. And doing further research, ancient historians had said, right at that time, Pontius Pilate was already kind of in trouble with the bigwigs in Rome, and there was already a bad thing he'd done. I don't know what it was, but a message was already being sent to Tiberius. So Pontius Pilate was more worried about himself and how he looked to the uppers than he did to the Father. So he ultimately was the one who chose to have him sacrificed and crucified. But, it makes you think, what if he reached out to God's hand? What if he had? Would Jesus have been crucified like he had been? And to me, it says yes. No matter what, it was going to happen, however God planned it. Because Jesus had to die for us. We needed his blood to cover us. So, I don't know. So I finished the rest of Matthew this morning about, the crucifixion and the details of that. And then about, all of his disciples disappeared except for the women. And read more commentary about, that's amazing that all these women braved it, knowing they could possibly be killed, arrested, etc. But they stayed that whole time where all the men had disappeared. So whenever you think women don't have a role in the church, you're wrong. Women have a role, most definitely, and those women proved it. So anyways, and then, the end of the Matthew, the very last chapter, Jesus gives a great commission. And he says, I've been given all authority in heaven and on earth. So he has all authority on heaven and earth. Therefore, go and make disciples of all the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Teach these new disciples to obey all the commands I have given you. And be sure of this, I am with you always, even to the end of the age. And so my eye, of course, went to all nations, because not just Jews, but Gentiles, people who were not Jewish as well. And that is still true to this day. So that's where I ended at, and now I'm ready to start Mark. So yeah, that's my little Bible thingy-majigger for the day. All right, this is going on an hour, and I'm all by myself. I'm not even talking to anybody. Is this wrong? So anyways, have a great weekend, and I will hopefully get out my Bible studies, and I just appreciate you all. I am so blessed by you, through God, who's guided you to watch my Flosstube and to be encouraged, and you encourage me. Feel free, once again, Mudcreek Stitcher on Facebook. It's just kind of nice. Everybody just shares pictures and just talks how things are going, and I hope we can really start to get to know each other a little more. All right. Thank you so much, and I'll see you hopefully sooner than 2 months. So thank you again.